to the Better You Show, the platform where you find credible insights from thought leaders and experts across different fields. Here, we believe that by learning something practical today, you can step into a better version of yourself. I'm your host, Sianto Kekayaya, and I'm delighted to have you with us. Karibuni sana. Before we start the conversation, let's look at the word of the day, which is actually aligned to today's conversations on leadership. And this comes from the big book of 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 2 to 3, which says, "Be shepherds of God's flock that is under your care, watching over them, not because you must, but because you are willing, as God wants you to be, not pursuing dishonest gain, but eager to serve, not lording it over those entrusted to you, but being examples to the flock." Today's word is a call to true leadership, leadership that is self-willed, because, as you have seen from the word, God wants you to be a leader. Before I give our guest the opportunity to introduce herself, let's play a little bit. We have a tongue twister, Anne. Just open that paper. And the instruction is you have a minute and 2 trials. And our producer is tracking it. All right? Okay. Let me give you a second. Just go through it.
I feel like my Kikuyu will just come out.
Don't worry about that.
Wow,
You ready?
Yes, let's try.
All right.
I have 2 trials, right?
You have 2 trials.
Okay, the first one. My ancestors are watching. Leaders lead lively lessons, lifting learners little by little. That's the tongue twister. I repeat.
Yes.
Leaders lead lively lessons, lifting learners little by little. Leaders lead lively lessons, lifting learners little by little.
All right. The producer will tell us how you did it before the end of the show.
Okay.
So today I am going to introduce such an amazing guest, and her name is Annmercy Waithera. She is a published author and thought leader whose book is titled Leading from Within. You have really inspired so many to rethink the essence of leadership.
Okay.
She brings a wealth of wisdom on how true leadership begins, not with titles or positions, but with the inner strength and character of the individual. Annmercy Waithera, such a welcome to the Better You Show. We are ready for you to pour into us.
Okay.
Let me give you this opportunity to just introduce yourself.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sianto, for this opportunity. I really don't take it for granted. So my name is Annmercy Waithera. I am, before anything else, I'm a born-again Christian. And I'm a founder of a company called Leader Labs. It's a company that is dedicated to equip individuals, companies, organizations to lead themselves from within. I usually believe that leadership is a responsibility given by God to each and every human being. So through that, I'm also a personal leadership trainer. I train people how to lead themselves, whether they have titles or not, where I feel like most of us, you see how most of the times we have written goals in our notebooks and they stay stuck in the notebook. We don't know how to move from point A to point B. We don't know how to move from removing our goals from just being on paper to actually living those goals. So through my personal leadership program, that's what I help and walk individuals through. I'm also a published author. That's why we are here today.
Yes.
My book, this is my first book. It's called Lead Yourself from Within. And above that, I also am a member of a young community called Young CEOs of Kenya, where we are different people from different industries, and we just come together and support each other. Because I remember when we were having a side talk, you said entrepreneurship is not an easy journey.
Yes.
So through that community, we help each other navigate this entrepreneurship world. And other than that, I dance as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much for such such a good introduction. I just wanted to know, when did you start your writing? Is this your first book, or have you been writing before?
This is my first book.
Okay.
And I started, like, the first time I actually started writing via my notepad on my phone, and I was traveling to Kerugoya. After I had finished my 90-day personal leadership journey, I was doing it on TikTok. So it was on 13th December last year, 2024. And I was so excited that I finished that milestone, because I was like, I've committed to this journey for 90 days and I've documented it.
Wow.
And I was so excited about it.
Yeah.
But during that time, I was just reflecting, and the Holy Spirit nudged me.
Yeah.
Take your phone and write something. Write about your journey, because it hasn't been easy. It has been a journey of procrastination, a lot of procrastination, a lot of self-doubt. And I just took my phone and started writing, and started writing, and started writing. And before I realized, I've arrived at my destination, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
It was just a moment of concentration and writing. So that was the beginning of me writing my first book.
Wow, amazing. Yes. I know authors, I'm an author as well. There must be something that nudged you to start writing, either from a point of inspiration, maybe it's your purpose, or just an experience you went through life, such that you had to sit down and write the story. Yeah. Is that your story?
I'll say yes, because in my wildest dreams, I never thought I'll write a book.
Okay.
It's the journey that I went through, the 90 days journey of personal leadership.
Yeah.
I have been a leader before, and I used to base my identity on titles and positions. And going from that journey, from not having titles to finding my own journey, to leading myself well, and also inspiring other people through my 90-day personal leadership journey, I think that was the nudge for me to take my notepad, and start writing on my phone.
Yeah.
And also the fact that through that journey, I realized that we've been looking at leadership the wrong way. So I wanted to, now let me document this journey that I've walked through, so that even the other people can hear it. The people who have been in my position, people who have had goals in their notebooks for ages. Every year you're buying each and every new notebook, just thinking that just because I have a new notebook, I'll work on the journey, but it's the same cycle over and over again.
Yeah.
So through my journey, I wanted also to remind people that it's not about that, and remind people that leadership is not as complicated as people think it is.
Yeah.
It's not as complicated as people think it is.
Okay.
So that was my nudge. Yeah.
Wow, thank you for that.
Thank you.
I'm just looking at the title, Lead Yourself from Within.
Yes,
and I'm curious, what does that mean? What does it mean, leading yourself from within?
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the word of the day from 1 Peter.
Yeah.
And I'm a Christian. And the title came about in Genesis chapter 1, verse 26 to 28. God said that he created man and woman, like man, to dominate over the universe. That specific word, man, it means everybody. It's not designed for specific people. It's for everybody.
Yeah.
And when God created us, his original plan was us to dominate the earth, the creatures, everything within it.
Yeah.
And we as individuals, we are in different spheres of the world. And through that, God has called us to dominate in that world that we are in.
Yeah.
If I'm in the world of personal leadership, I need to dominate in that world. If somebody else is in the world of matatu industry, they need to dominate in that world. They need to lead in that world.
Yeah.
So the reason why it's called Lead Yourself from Within, because leadership starts from within. It's a God-given talent.
Yeah.
It's just that the few who practice their leadership skills are the minority, because they activate the God-given talent. But the others that don't, it's still in them, you just need to practice. It's in you. So the leadership skills, the leadership capabilities that you're eyeing for, it's inside of you. Until you give yourself permission to lead, that's when your leadership skills will come. active.
Oh.
So that's why the book is titled like that.
Yeah, I'm just curious because, and I'm sure our audience, that's a question they would want to ask you.
Yeah.
So how do I start leading myself from within? Yeah, how do you do that?
So for you to start leading yourself from within, it's number one, you need to be aware of yourself. It starts with self-awareness.
Self-awareness.
Even the book, the first part of the book is self-awareness. Because you can't lead what you're not aware of.
Yes.
Let's give an example of a CEO, somebody, like for example, there's a CEO who wants to run a particular company or has been appointed to run a particular company. They need to know about that company.
Yeah.
They can't come to that company without any prior knowledge about the company. They have to research about the company, how the company operates, the culture of the company, for them to lead that company well. So for you as an individual, if you want to start leading yourself, look within. Start with self-awareness. Who are you without your name, without your title? Who are you? What stands out when you yourself, you're you? Who are you without performing?
Yes.
After you've been able to do self-awareness, ask yourself, what are my values? What do I, like, I usually give a very weird example. If me and Mercy right now, if I'm removed from my body and taken, because the body is a vessel, but my soul is the core of me. Okay. If my core is taken to another person or another body, who will I remain? If my core is taken I'm given another title, what will remain inside of me? So once you're aware of that, you start cultivating it. For me, it's love, lead, light. I love people. I lead.
Say that again.
Love, lead, light.
Love, lead, light. Oh, okay.
Yes.
So share more about that.
So those are my values. Wherever I go, I usually express love. I show love. The other thing is I lead. I usually find, I told you when you were talking, like I have found myself in leadership positions. Just from the word go, even when I was little. I think also just because I'm a firstborn. And the other one is light. I usually light the rooms that I'm in.
Wow.
So those three values, I didn't just come about them by myself. My friends, my family helped me in it. And I usually say, even in my trainings, I usually tell somebody, go and ask your closest friends, how do they feel when you're around? If you ask maybe your friend and ask them, why are you my friend? They will give you examples. You're good, you're kind. You say, thank you. That's the definition of a friend. But why me? Why am I your friend? And this is an exercise you can do to like 2-3 friends, and you'll find something the same. They will either pinpoint something, each and every one of them. And once they pinpoint that, that's your cue. That's who you are. And that's how you make them feel. So that's a part of getting to know yourself.
Okay. I'm also just curious, as you're speaking, I was thinking, like, leading myself, for example, from within, does it mean that I have also to heal from within? Maybe there are things that have been holding me down that probably I think I'm not a good leader, or even I don't qualify to be a leader. And those are wrong belief systems. So is it that I have first to lead, as I have first to heal, so that I'm able to lead?
So that's a good question. Again, I'll refer to my coaching, one-on-one personal leadership training. For the self-awareness, we usually do for 4 weeks, because it's deep than just saying, who am I, what are my colors, it's deeper than that. And the question that you brought about healing, I usually say you need to heal from a point of love. And when it comes to self-awareness, because it's still part of self-awareness, getting to understand your ins and outs. And I usually take people through an exercise called a trigger map, and also your personal SWOT analysis. You see, leadership has a very corporate kind of view. So it's also important for us to look at ourselves, because SWOT analysis, we do it for companies. But do you do it for yourself? That's part of auditing yourself. So for us to heal, we need to first understand and name, be aware, name it first. If maybe you feel like I'm very fearful, name it and ask yourself, where did this fear come from? if it's low self-esteem, name it. Just say, I have low self-esteem.
Yeah.
Be aware of it. Because the more we hide it under the rug, the more we hide our weaknesses, our triggers, the more they will still remain there. We won't focus, we won't solve the foundation or the root cause. We'll just be painting a crack. You're painting the crack, but it's still there. You haven't focused on the root cause. You haven't healed that crack.
Yes.
We'll just be painting it.
Yes.
And I feel like most of the time that's how leadership is painted.
Yeah.
You have to paint your good leader on the outside, and that's the kind of life I was living when I was a leader, leading people on the outside, but on the inside I was really crumbling.
Yes.
So for you to heal and heal yourself first, you have to be aware of it. Be aware of the negative things, and then love yourself through it all. Love yourself through the healing process.
Yeah. So my question then is, what are the dangers of starting to lead before you heal and also before you start leading within yourself? Yeah, before you do those two steps, what are the dangers of you going forth and you start leading people, and you have all this baggage that you have, or all these wounds that you have, or maybe you're not even aware that you are a leader? What is the danger of just saying, okay, I'm out, I'm going to lead, I'm a leader?
Yeah. The dangers of that is, number one, you'll be performing. You'll be showing up. Yes, we usually say being authentic. And at times, you don't have to show up as authentic. That's what I've discovered. Because you might, let me explain that. Maybe for example, you're going to work and honestly, you're feeling so low. Honestly, you're feeling like, every inch of my body is saying no, but you will show up. You know, that time you're not authentic. You're not authentic to yourself, because that's not how you're feeling. So you're masking how you're feeling. And at times it calls for that, and most of the times we've made leadership to be like that. But we need to go back to humanizing leadership, where you realize, before I lead others, I need to fill my cup.
Yes.
And we've been operating in a point where we're operating on an empty cup. Inside, yes, you're so empty, but outside you're trying to show that I can do this, I am here for you. But eventually it will catch up with you. Eventually it usually catches up with you. And that's how you find somebody, you hear news that somebody was doing so well, but we are worried. What happened to them? Why did they go that route? It's because, yes, they were showing up outside so well, but on the inside they were crumbling.
Yes.
And the inside is the most important factor before you start performing on the outside. So the danger of it is, number one, you won't show up as your true self. You will start performing to other people, and it will catch up with you. In one or another, it will catch up with you. No.
I think also it's going to, just what you said, is going to make you feel like it can be exhaustive.
Yes, it's exhausting.
Yeah, because you have so much you're carrying, then you are performing at the same time. So every day it's just an exhaustive place to start your day. I love this part where you said we should build systems. You know, most of us, we operate without systems. And you have mentioned that it is important for, as a leader, to have a system that supports you. What are these systems and what do they look like?
So for us to build systems, I have titled it Build Systems, Not Stress.
Yes.
Most of the times we find ourselves operating on autopilot. And you can't operate that for so long. It's not sustainable. At times, yes, it calls us to operate on autopilot, but on the long term, it's not sustainable. So for you to build systems, you have to be aware of yourself. That's why I'm going back to self-awareness, because that's the foundation of building your leadership skills and also building anything. You need to be aware of it. And building systems means, number one, understanding. You see, I said I help people move from just having goals in the notebook to actually actualizing their goal. So building systems, it's like asking yourself, how can I live every day to ensure that I'm working towards this goal? And it's just 1% improvement every day. You don't have to work on something for so long to see that now I'm achieving that goal.
Yeah.
No, it's just small steps every single day.
Okay.
So for the systems that I talked about there, it's looking at your life and understanding. Maybe, for example, my goal is to, let's say the famous one, lose weight. That's your goal.
Yeah.
You've been writing that goal over and over and over. Every year tukianza January, I want to go to the gym. But it's still this September and you haven't been consistent in the gym. So instead of you beating yourself so much and asking yourself, why am I procrastinating? It's you need to build systems that will help you achieve that goal. For example, a system is ensuring that understanding yourself. If you're somebody who is very high energetic in the morning, you should be ensuring that you're going to the gym in the morning hours rather than in the evening after you've done your activities, because you won't go. Gym requires energy. So if you schedule your gym in the evening, you're scheduling yourself for failure.
Because the energy levels would have been depleted.
The energy levels are so low. So building a system is understanding yourself. I am very high in the morning. I have high energy levels in the morning. So I need to ensure that my gym time is in the morning. That's a system. And being active on it. And when I talk about gym, it doesn't need to be going to the gym physically. You can choose walking. You can choose skipping.
Or even in the house.
You can choose in the house. So it's understanding what works for me and build a system towards that.
Okay. All right, good. There's this famous statement that leaders are?
Readers.
Leaders.
Leaders are readers. Or which one?
Leaders are they born?
Are
you born a leader, or you can be trained to become a leader?
Yes.
What are your perspective about that?
That one, I believe all leaders are born and made, and then made.
Yeah.
So you can say just that leaders are just born. No, all leaders are born and then made.
Yeah.
Even the person who was born in a leadership family, they were made leaders. Yes, they were born in that family, but they were made leaders through the mentorship, through the processes, through the circumstances and activities that they were involved in. Those are the things that made them leaders.
Yeah.
So everybody who was, as long as you were born,
you're a leader.
You're a leader. So you shouldn't just categorize it and say some people are naturally born leaders and others not.
Okay, now that you are a leader, and here you're saying that we should always light the room you're in. Yeah. So what I'm thinking here is that, based on what you're saying, is that a leader is someone who carries light. So how does that light come out as a leader? So that you're able now to light that room. What are these? Is it a personality aspect of it? Or are they skills that you have such that now you are carrying light and you're able to shine whichever room that you walk into?
When I say light the room, we all enter into different rooms.
Yes.
Personally, I interact with people one-on-one through maybe the mentorship, through social media. And we all have different spaces that we're in. And I want to give an example of the list. When we think about leadership, it's the list that we can think about.
Yes.
Let's say, for example, it's in the marketplace. Or I like the matatu industry so much. Let's say in the matatu industry, let's say there's a conductor. And for a conductor to light the bus, because that's his room, number one, how do they carry themselves? How do they talk to the passengers? If you're a conductor and you're talking to your passengers in a very rude way, you will crush their spirits.
Yeah.
You won't light them up. Maybe somebody was stressed, and you come and talk to them in a very rude way. You've made their day. You've not made their day. You've destroyed it even more.
Yeah.
But how you light their spirits is you welcome them. Hi, sasa.
Yeah.
Unaenda wapi?
Yeah.
Unashukia wapi? Like, you see the language, it's so simple. How even your aura, are you dressed?
Yeah.
Are you dressed in a manner that is pleasing? You see, because there are people who you'll just look at them and you're like, that's a smart conductor. I would love to enter his vehicle. Those are the simple things that we can do to light up the room that we are in.
All right. Nice. So maybe we could just tell us, where can we get this book from? Yeah. Where can people go and buy this book from?
So the book you can buy from Nuria bookstore.
Nuria
It's
bookstore,
in
okay.
Bazaar Plaza in town. You can also check Amazon. It's in Amazon, but in ebook format. And also via me, if you want a signed copy, just DM me on all my social media platforms, Waithera_Annmercy, and I can be able to give you a signed copy and deliver it to you wherever you are.
All right.
Yes.
We are taking a short break and we'll be back shortly. Thank you very much. There's this part in your book whereby you say stress begins in the absence of order. We were never meant to live in chaos. God created the world rhythmically, day and night, seed and harvest, work and rest. The body has a heartbeat and the season have a cycle. Creation flows because it follows structure. Talk to us more about this.
About that, it's also about building systems for yourself. We live in a world where it's good to be spontaneous, yes, but spontaneous won't take you so far. You need to have a structure, even for the goals that you have. Do you have a structure on how you're going to achieve them? And about structures and building those systems, it's just ensuring 1% improvement every single day. We tend to look at the people who are successful and think it happened overnight. No. There were some things they were doing every single day that didn't have or didn't seem to have that light. But through that process, the systems in one way or another, the light was shown. And that's how we end up having overnight success. So for you to build order, it means that as simple as, if I want to lose 10 kgs, how am I going to lose the 10 kgs? By running today, tomorrow, the other day, like that. And when you lose it, you won't say, oh, it's the running that I did on a particular day that made me lose this kg. No, it's the repeated habit of you running over and over that has made you lose those 10 kgs, not just one rep or just one run. So it's the same case, repetition.
Okay. I'm just thinking about this aspect of confidence, you know, that we need to work on as leaders from within. So from just your story, have you ever, before, I don't know where you are right now in terms of that aspect of confidence. Were you ever at a place where you're feeling not worthy to show up as a leader? And if yes, how did you manage to grow that, to grow your confidence levels, whereby now you say, yes, I'm a leader, I have light, I can shine.
I'll say it didn't come automatically. And I will refer to the point where I didn't have the titles that I had. And this one, it will also cover for the people who maybe have a particular title and they feel like, you see, titles give you power.
They do.
And titles give you, and the power comes with some certain level of confidence. So if you have a specific title, you feel like confidence will automatically come because I have power. But what when that title is stripped off? Will you still hold the same confidence, the same power that you claimed to have because of that title? And for me, my confidence was shaken when those titles were shaken. Like I didn't have those titles. Okay, so who am I?
So how are you feeling when those titles were removed and you still had to face people? You still have to, you know, exude yourself as this person who is worthy, but your titles are gone, and deep down yourself, you're not feeling worthy. How was that season of your life?
I would say it was a season of performing.
Performance. So authenticity, performance replaces authenticity.
Yes.
Okay.
I just had to. You see the fake it till you make it.
Yes.
At that period, I just had to fake it.
Yes.
I had to fake it because it was, first of all, this one was in a church setup. You either have, it's either you go to church or you don't.
Okay.
And in my mind, I was like, no, I can't go. I can't say I don't want to go back to church.
Yes.
And also, the other title was in business setup. So will I say that I won't engage with these people just because I am no longer their leader?
Yeah.
So to me, it came with performance. I performed, yes, for a few months until I couldn't.
Yes.
Until I couldn't.
So what did you replace? What did you feel Annmercy with?
Yeah.
Such that you didn't need to perform and still you didn't have a title?
At that time, I started to withdraw.
To withdraw from people?
Yeah, from people.
Okay.
I started to withdraw myself,
Yeah.
slowly by slowly,
Yeah.
until I came now to a point where now I had to have a meeting with myself.
Yes.
And be honest, completely honest with myself, and name and shame. At times you have to shame yourself as well. So I had to also shame myself in that process of withdrawing.
Yeah.
Ask myself, why are you holding this title so dearly? Why do you feel the need to show up in a certain way for people, and yet you know that's not who you are?
Yes, actually there's this book by Brianna West. It's called The Mountain Is
The
You.
Mountain Is You,
And
yeah.
she explains it very well. She says, you just show up as you are today, because the way you are today, you are still worthy,
Yeah.
you are still competent.
Yes.
And showing up even without that title, even without that business,
Yeah.
and you have the courage to show up the way you are, then you have reached a point whereby you have healed.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So it is a place that I know it's not easy, even for our audience. I'm sure they have been in such situations whereby
Yes.
the title is gone, the businesses are gone.
Yeah.
Then you ask yourself, so
Who am I? What next?
what next?
Yes.
Wow,
yes.
wow, amazing. Now, there's this part that we are discussing with you, and you mentioned something very interesting. You talked about eulogy. I'm like, oh, where is it? I didn't see eulogy in the book. You're like, no, it's not there. Then I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So should we start thinking about our eulogy or even writing about it?
That is a concept that was also
Wow.
strange to me, because let me say he's my big brother and a friend.
Yeah.
In 2023, he asked me, and I've mentioned the last parts of the book,
Yes.
that Annmercy, we were a couple of friends. You see the way this paper is, and he was like, he gave us papers and told us, and a pen, write your eulogy, write what your mother will say, if your mother will be alive at that particular time, what your friends and family will say. And I was like, what? I was so shocked.
Yeah.
So he was like, I'm very serious, write it. So we started writing. And while I was writing, I started shedding tears. Because number one, that the person that I'm writing here is not the person that is living.
Yes.
So I was like, wait, do I want people to say lies when I'm gone? And to me, that was a wake-up call.
Okay.
That I've been living a lie, and I need to wake up from the slumber that I was. And that was my waking up moment. And I realized that every day we are writing our eulogy, whether we realize it or not.
Wow.
We are writing it, how we associate with people, how we make people feel, how we live our lives. It's writing our eulogy. So you can write it like so consciously, and you can write it unconsciously by the way you're living. If you live carelessly, that's the imprint that you leave people with, or that's the legacy you leave people with. Either way, we're writing our eulogies.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, as you're speaking, I'm just thinking that can be a place of starting to do a reverse engineering of your life.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That what would my 80-year-old self be? How would the 80-year-old person see myself now?
Yeah.
Yeah, and if it's not if the 80-year-old story that is there is not what you're doing currently, then it gives you a point of reflection just to sit down and say, okay, then what can I do? All right, but also on that, I'm feeling like when you write that eulogy and you're looking back and you're seeing that I'm too far from the eulogy part.
Yeah.
That can make someone to be in a place of feeling that I'm not will I ever reach there? I'm so far from it. And you can actually start beating yourself down.
Yeah.
So how do you avoid that?
They say time is the healer of everything.
Yes.
And it's good to be conscious enough of where you want to be or the legacy that you want to leave.
Yes.
Now that you've already said, this is what I want, the way you've said, reverse engineering, you work with the end in mind.
Yes.
You say, okay, I want to have impacted this number of people before I'm gone. You say, what can I do today to ensure that I'm working at least closer to that goal? Is it impacting one person today? Is it ensuring that somebody smiles today?
Yes.
They're like, oh, I interacted with Annmercy and I felt so good. That's part of you working towards your goal.
Yeah.
So don't focus on 100% improvement, focus on that 1% improvement every single day. And without realizing it, you'll have hit that goal.
Yeah.
And it's good, at times it's so good to write.
Yeah.
So that when you're there, you actually see, I've actually hit that goal.
I'm not sure if
you might not write it like a eulogy, but you'll write it as a goal.
Yeah.
Like this is, or a legacy list. Let's call it a legacy list.
Yes.
Write it so clearly.
Yes.
So by the time you're actually looking at it, you'll find that you've already hit that legacy.
Wow, amazing. Now, as we come to a close, because we are not so far from it, is that there's this aspect of mind I want us to talk about. In your book, you've said, manage your mind like it matters. So how do we start managing our minds?
That's a good one, because everything that we see, even this glass, everything, I want you to think about everything that you see. It was created twice. First in the mind, and then secondly, here in the physical realm.
Yes.
And that's how we also need to see our lives. Everything that we have in our lives, it came to us. We had to see it in our mind first before we could see it in the physical realm.
Yes.
So for you to manage your mind, number one, you think about what you think. At times we don't think about what we think. Actually, most of the times we just think that our thoughts are random, but they're not. We have to consciously think about what we think.
Yes.
And I love there's a verse, I can't remember if it's in Corinthians, yes, but I can't remember the exact. It said, take every thought captive to the will of God.
Yes.
So it means if maybe a thought that is not in alignment with the will of God comes to your mind, take it captive, recognize it and say, no, it is written.
Yes.
So it's like you're thinking about your thoughts and realizing that this thought is not good for me. Let me think about something that is beneficial to me.
Yeah.
So managing your mind like it matters is understanding your thoughts and also your belief systems, because our belief systems are stemmed through our thoughts, what we think about, what we hear, the society, our faith.
Yes.
So understanding on all those aspects and being conscious enough to realize that, why am I thinking that? Where is this thought coming from? Have I heard it from somebody? So it's more like auditing your thoughts and auditing your mind, and that's a practice that we need to do over and over again. So think about what you think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some people, they say that, sometimes I'm not able to control my thoughts. They just come and go, and at some point even you can hear something that is really not good. You can't even speak it out.
Yeah.
Is that so?
Yes, at times it's that so.
Yeah.
But beyond our mind, we have our soul. And the Bible says that where the treasure is, that's where your heart is. So if your mind is thinking about something so negative, look deep within you. That's where your heart is.
Yeah.
Your heart and your mind is connected, or let me say your soul and your mind is connected. So if you feel like you're thinking about something so bad, it means that's where your soul is.
Yes.
So first look at where the soul, the foundation of your soul.
Yeah.
Is it governed with the right thing or the wrong thing? Once you start working on that, you'll also find that your thoughts have started to change.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. So I'm just wondering, can it ever reach to a point where you feel that I've reached the epitome of leadership? I have all the skills that I need. I've healed from within. equipped myself with all the skills that I need?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
As long as you're alive.
Yes.
You see, leadership is not theory, it's practical.
Okay.
It's practical, and we have tools that we do every single day, like circumstances. So through the circumstances that we experience, that you learn something new about yourself.
Okay.
So you can't reach a epitome.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Annmercy, for your time. What a powerful conversation that we've had. A big thank you. The Better You Show is here because of such amazing guests like you. You have really poured into our cups about leadership.
Thank you.
And to our audience, I just want to encourage you to get this book. It's called Lead Yourself from Within by Annmercy Waithera. You can get it from Nuria store. So the Better You Show, this is a place where you get credible information, you get information that you can trust, information that is very practical, that you can start actually to implement in your life. If you found today's episode valuable, be sure to join the community, share this episode with your friends and family, and stay connected with us for more conversations that inspire growth and transformation. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and always remember, be kind to yourself and to others. Thank you very much, and see you soon.